you playing?
Hello, and welcome to What the Bleep Are You Playing? A podcast where we play a game, many times bad, and tell you why the bleep we played it. I am Unreal Sean. This is Thomas Tournament and Mason Cubed. And we played... Unreal Tournament 3 for the PlayStation 3.
Am I the only one out of all three of us who knew nothing about this series until now?
Yeah. So Unreal Tournament is just the Unreal franchise is one of the, I don't want to say biggest because I don't think it ever hit like the huge mainstream all the time.
It never hit levels of like Halo or Call of Duty or even Battlefield.
But in terms of like development and the history of games, this is one of the most important franchises to ever come out.
And I had never heard of it
because
until we started playing.
A lot of it is because they built the Unreal Engine, which Unreal, I believe, because the first game doesn't run in anything. It's the next one to start.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament 1 started the Unreal Engine,
and then they did it a bunch in the Unreal Engine 2, and then Unreal Tournament 3 is in the Unreal Engine 3, and the alpha game Unreal Tournament 2014 that then got canceled so Epic Games could be like, ooh, Fortnite was running in the Unreal Engine 4.
Okay.
But that is kind of where this franchise created they created the engine. It also had huge rock stars it would become rockstar of video gaming, Cliffy B, who was one of the behind it, who would then go on to make Gears of War, only the biggest game of the 360.
so what it sounds like to me is that this franchise is to like the 2010s what Quake was to the 90s. It's there's
some comparabilities
because they were doing a lot of stuff with their engine too, the Quake engine.
Yeah, there are definitely some comparabilities on that. You know, the original Unreal was basically 16 dudes just making stuff.
Yeah, no, wow. What the hell did they code it in? Like
C++ and Unreal script.
Yeah, so that's basically like a step up from HTML.
Yeah. That's Unreal Tournament. I didn't look up the information on the Unreal, but I'm assuming pretty similar.
I was talking about Tournament.
Yeah.
Unreal is kind of the outlier of the series. It's the first one and the only one that's exclusively single player.
Yeah. And actually Unreal Tournament, part of its issues were with the multiplayers were because it was in such basic coding that these guys...
It's an exclusively single player first person shooter. That feels... That's weird.
I was going to say that's what it was.
Wow.
Up until like Quake Champions, I want to say there wasn't really a big multiplayer.
Yeah, it was late 90s when the multiplayer first person shooter started really to become a big thing.
Yeah. That is true. And I know now that I said it out loud, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm saying that as if like Doom and Wolfenstein didn't exist.
The
slip of the tongue
shooters, but
yeah,
it was this thing that like huge that people wanted to play more of, and so they learned and developed and better things, created their own engines. They didn't necessarily initially have they had their own. They said 16 dudes basically doing everything.
That's nuts.
They used a studio. I think it's a studio in Germany for like all the gun sound effects that a lot of games had used.
I was gonna say that's something a
lot of games used. Their soundtrack, they had just like 3 of the dudes putting together a soundtrack and using files. It's kind of an incredible story that created this. But now we get to, in 2007, when this game came out, Unreal Tournament 3. And the expectations and everything for it was, okay, now you kind of started creating something and built something, and while Unreal Tournament and 2 and all those things were all and the Championship series, Unreal Championship 1 and 2 were all received well, but like they were like, all right, we need something big in the modern consoles right now. You know, you're going up against the Halos. You're going up against we're a few years from Halo. Was it 1 year from Halo 3? Was Halo 3?
No, Halo 3 I thought was 07 as well.
Yeah,
Was Gears of War, Unreal Tournament 3, and Halo all in the same year?
Yep.
Yeah, wow.
Or maybe Gears of War was 06. I don't remember.
Regardless, it's around then, and they were all on the 360, and so like that is. Guys, the 360 was stacked.
360 was stacked. It really was.
That's just something I just forget about. Not, we had a 360 at our house. It was my brother's and played a lot of games on it, but just forget like, oh yeah, that console was.
Oh yeah, there was a lot on it.
That console, yeah. We played it on the PS3, which is actually the better received version of it, as well as the one that I think more people gravitate to. Sorry, can't speak.
What else is new?
Well, because Halo and Gears of War were already on the 360.
Mm-hmm.
So the PS3, this was kind of their answer to that without being their answer.
Mm-hmm. Because they allowed.
Because they also allowed keyboard and mouse. Which is how basically every first-person shooter fan likes to play.
No, like, we can move to your pathetic little console and still play at our perfect controls. Awesome.
Spoken like a true member of the PC Master Race.
Exactly. I've owned a PC in my life.
I've owned a gaming laptop. Does that count? And every PC gamer just screams.
Oh, yeah. Then they're going, and delete this podcast. And, in fact, we should probably eliminate them from Earth.
Anyone listening to you say that just threw their phone at the ground.
Is that a missile coming down?
What's that siren?
What's that red dot that just showed up on your head?
Which that wasn't the first time that Unreal had done that. Actually back with the original Unreal Tournament on the Dreamcast.
Yep, and they actually support a keyboard and mouse on that, which is why everybody likes to play Unreal Tournament on the Dreamcast.
Which is wild. Awesome. Yay, justice for the Dreamcast!
Honestly, justice for the...
a couple.
Well, I was going to say one.
The thing about the Dreamcast is it has these, 10 to 15 amazing games. And then there's everything else that came with it.
And then you could pirate those 10 to 15 amazing games. Because it was really easy to pirate.
But
sad.
I think this game, once we got it in 2007, because it was delayed. It was supposed to come out in 2006. It was delayed a little bit. They changed the name because it was originally supposed to be Unreal Tournament 2007. They changed it just to Unreal Tournament 3.
Which is smarter because that sounds like it would be a yearly release like Madden.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Because they'd done that with the Unreal Tournament 2004.
I know, which bothers me there too.
Yeah, which followed up Unreal Tournament. So this game kind of rocks.
Yeah.
We've been talking about a lot of development things, but when we sat down and played this game kind of rocks.
This game is really, really fun.
This game is very fun. I mean, it's almost like Unreal Tournament. Oh shit! It's almost like it kind of started multiplayer first-person shooters.
And I think the funny thing is we're saying, immediately going, this game rocks, despite the fact of all the troubles we had played.
Yeah,
hardware troubles.
Yeah, it wasn't the game's fault.
Let's get that out of the way. I bitched about hardware troubles in Need for Speed.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
High
stakes.
We did high stakes. I was like, which Need for Speed did we do?
Yeah,
I'm not the one who forgot this time. Anyways.
There's so many car games that we have done. Which of the ones with cars did we do? Cars!
But yeah, I bitched about hardware problems here. It was much worse here. My PS3, I think it might be on its last legs. So it had to.
But
we had to reboot the game several times.
Pour one out for Thomas's PS3.
We had the issue of because it is an older game that was almost everything exclusively online, as these were. We had to reconnect to networks, get it back. We were over different. Get it onto my Wi-Fi, and then download the biggest update that apparently was waiting for this game.
Yeah, we had to update the game. We had to install it. We had to reconnect to the Wi-Fi like multiple times.
Biggest update. It was
of PS like the PS3. It was about a 10-minute update. It was Which
my brother in Christ.
Oh, I know.
Play Uncharted 3.
No, okay, you're fair. That's fair. Again, I obviously in the modern era with the your PS4s and 5s and Xboxes and all the things, and you get an update, you're like, hey, well, I'll be playing this game next weekend. See you then. Like there are much there, but it was like, oh right, this is when this all started, type of thing.
Which. It was like 2 minutes, I want to say. It was not very long.
But we got all this, all in all, we got into the game, and every time we'd play a match, the hardware would freeze.
Yeah, we'd get soft locked, so we had to quit the game and go back into it after, like, every match.
Reset the goddamn console every time. It was a pain in the ass, and I think we only noticed it so much because it's a fun-ass game.
Yeah, because we're like, we want to play more. And then on top of it, this week I have not felt particularly great, and I was... The motion was getting to me, and I was like, but I want to play.
Back in, coach.
So like, I was not feeling great, and so like, all of that said, why we want to talk all about that is because we then had an awesome time with this, despite all of these things could not dissuade from this game is really fun.
Yeah, this game is, and I have my own personal gripes with the game, but, all of that can be swept under because of how fun it is. Because it is just so fun.
Mm-hmm. It's not a perfect game.
Oh, no.
All the characters look like reject Gears of War characters, because what a shot Cliffy B worked on both.
It's almost like a lot of the Unreal games didn't really have artists on their side. Just kind of...
Which, to be fair, you gotta see if you like that design. I do, because I'm a lizard brain that likes Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, it's very Warhammer-esque kind of design.
Very Warhammer-esque. The main character straight up is like, that's just Marcus Phoenix.
And see, personally, I found like the whole aesthetic of the game to be ugly as sin.
I can get some of the color palette was a little like. I could see that a bit.
The color on top of like the designs of everything, it's not a pretty looking game.
It's an early PS3.
I will counter that you can walk through a portal and see this cool, luscious, underground spa area, and then walk through another portal, and suddenly you're on a mountain. It was beautiful.
Okay, that level was pretty sick.
Or you could be in space and floating in zero gravity. Like it depended on some of the levels, but I honestly thought it looked really good. Yeah, some of the color was a little darker, and it did feel a little grimy, but I think that's the style, and that's okay.
I was going to say, that's this era, because remember, PS3 was the era of brown.
Mm-hmm.
Brown and yellow.
The era of brown.
And Unreal in general kind of usually has a darker color palette.
Also, just think of what Gears of War looked like in the same type of engine.
That is true.
It's a very, very dark with a lot of reds and a lot of browns. So.
And then
it's usually dark red because it's blood.
And one of the other issues, I can't tell if this is a me thing or a game thing.
It's a you thing.
It's a me. Let me say the thing. I found the controls to be like, I found there was a learning curve with getting a handle on the controls because like there was a point like even like I can't remember how long our play session was, but like I felt like an hour plus into the game I was still messing up the controls. Like I would go to fire and instead switch weapons constantly because R2 is the switch button, the switch gun button, and I always
that's the thing to remember
trigger
with a lot of still the PlayStation, and this still went into the PS3 era. It wasn't until really the 4 where almost every and beyond.
I was gonna say, look at like every PS3, PS2 game, and they use R1 and L1.
Mm-hmm.
That's even a thing. When I played the 360, they did the right bumper, and it's like that feels like a sin.
So that's just the way they mapped it. I guarantee if we looked in the settings, there's probably ways to change the set controller settings.
There
we
prob-
didn't
there
we didn't spend a whole
probably
lot because the game kept soft locking with one.
Yeah,
of the-
we felt grateful that we were even able to play the damn game.
So
let alone mess
I
with it.
guarantee there are ways to change that around to be more flexible because this game is so about customization
Probably.
and modding and changing things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's probably an option somewhere. I didn't look for it, even though I do prefer the triggers to, be the trigger.
Mhm.
But that's, again, I'm used to it because I play a lot of PS3 era shooters.
Same. I didn't mind that at all. I did like I like the L1 kind of like was the alternate shooting fire. That was really cool. That you could have both of them firing. I like just the variety of weapons.
Yeah, there was a lot of variety.
That I like that sometimes you can be on the smallest map ever and you're like, oh, I bet this is a small. What do you mean there's 12 people in this game?
And speaking of like things that we can change, and this is something I wish I would have brought up while we were playing, is that I wish at some point we would, because most of for every match except for one we did deathmatch, and like free for all deathmatch.
We did not play a lot of the other game modes because I mentioned to Thomas before we got on recording. I forgot we didn't play the greed mode.
Yeah.
Which is capture the flag, but instead you're capturing your opponent's skulls.
Oh.
And bringing them back to base. It's skull capture.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, that is the best mode in any first-person shooter, and it's been around. It's been an Unreal Tournament thing for a while. And I was like, we didn't play that mode.
But what I was gonna say is, I felt like the bots that were in there were so easy.
Oh yeah, we had them set that way.
There's like There's like 8 difficulties.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Bots. I went through them real quick, and we were on advanced, I think it was, maybe just average.
I think we were average for the majority of them.
I think is what it is, and then it went up to advanced, super advanced, all the way up to basically like your fucked build.
Because originally our idea was we were gonna play just us 3 playing against each other. So the goal was to the bots just were to fill everything, and just us kind of find each other was our thing. So, but this. The thing I mentioned is the customization and the extra little things you can do to add to modes. You can add bigger heads, your heads as you go. You can have, you get faster depending on your kills. You can get slower depending on it. You can do more, the amount of health packs that you get, when guns spawn, all these sort of things. Or what we did, one-hit kill mode.
Yes, if you remember all the way back to, I want to say like it's either first or second season.
It's like in the first like.
No, it's like one of the last episodes. I'm pretty sure.
When we played Nightfire, and we talked about like the game is fun on its own, but when it got really fun is when we did rocket launchers only. Unreal Tournament 3 is already very fun on its own, but when it got turned up, the fun got turned up to 11 when we did what are they called? Instagib, which is where everyone gets guns that are one-shot kill, and it's basically like the scariest game of laser tag ever. And it is so fun.
And we played it on the kind of what I called it, like the alien level, where you're on like the space station above Earth
with like anti-gravity portions and stuff.
There was a moment when we were playing that where because it was Mason and I played it, and Thomas is like, "What you doing, buddy?" to me, and I was not. I was like looking at the site, and I'm falling. I'm like, "Oh no!" and I just.
Yeah, because I noticed Sean's like falling further and further, and I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna hit the ground. Then I see him pass the floor, and I'm like, so.
And I just kept going.
I think
the Earth's gravity is taking me.
I'm just imagining it's like in a Mario Kart Wii in like the Rainbow Road when you fall off and you become a meteor.
It was.
Was that around the same one where like the very start we both spawned next to each other and I just turned around and shot
where I was like, this is gonna be fun. Let me get oriented. I start to turn and I exploded.
I just immediately popped Sean in the face.
The thing about this mode is that the one hit, you're the bodies explode.
They completely blow up.
They gib. They turn into giblets.
Yep.
And they're not like short ranged either. Like you can see someone like for as far as you can see them and shoot them from that far away and they're gone.
Yeah, they are rifles.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you'll also be like out in the open and you can see shots all whizzing past you and you're like, where are these coming from?
But this game has a lot of modes. We played the deathmatch. You guys did a capture the flag with vehicles. Where Mason spent way too much time in a tank.
In a tank that was stuck in the middle of the map that I could not move. So it wasn't a tank at that point, it was a turret. It was just a really big turret at that point because I couldn't get it out of where I was.
But also, it was very much proven, capture the flag takes too long.
Yeah, because neither of us were scoring. It took me because I can't remember how long that match lasted. It was
15 minutes.
Yeah, it was 7 minutes. So it said you quit with about 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
It was like 13-minute match.
Yeah, so and it wasn't until like the very end of the match where I finally scored.
Yeah, that's when I was like, fuck it.
We're done. We can't keep doing this.
I was curious about it because the vehicle mode, I had not played the vehicle mode, and it does something pretty interesting where normally in first-person shooters with vehicles, you just kind of have to waddle until you get to a vehicle. Here they actually give you a hoverboard to move faster, which...
They give you a hoverboard. It turns into FPS Tony Hawk.
The hoverboard is really, really cool. Like, just a design aesthetic and watching the look of it and, I think, Thomas, you were like a weird alien dude on this.
I was like this big grunt-looking motherfucker, and it's just him, imagining him pulling some Tony Hawk Pro Skater bullshit. Goldfinger's playing in the background right after, and then he gets insta-gipped.
I do wish, the one thing that I wish about the hoverboards is as cool as they are, I wish you could shoot as you're riding on them. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, but then...
Which, one thing Unreal Tournament does have different in their capture the flag versus things like Halo is you can carry the flag and still fire your weapon.
You can carry the gun and still fire. And there's also like a guide that you can you hit.
Leads you to the bases.
It'll lead you to the base, yeah. Which I found to be incredibly useful. Because I would get lost constantly without it.
Yes, we've watched you play Saints Row.
Shut up.
Which also gives you a guide to places.
And I still got lost. The guide in this was better, actually. It had an arrow.
Left! Left! Okay. This is a great guide. It screams at me what to do. I don't have to play the game.
It was also fun to jump back into a game. I know that it's only the publishing, but it was fun to go back and for another Midway game. That we've had a lot of we've done a lot of Midway stuff on this podcast because surprise.
because mid
Midway is very much the mid more than the way sometimes.
Midway, which is about how far they got before they died.
But it was fun to be into this, getting some more Midway, but also to play an Epic Games game before Epic Games became what Epic Games is now.
Play an Epic Games game before Gears of War, really.
Mm-hmm.
So before Epic's game became a monolith, and then when they made Fortnite, they became God.
They became, we will control every youth in this country and other countries and other planets, probably.
I'm pretty sure they could make their own country at this point. Call Fortnite Tokyo.
That would be awful. It'd be run by 12-year-olds.
It's like fucking Pretoria from Family Guy. It's just in some dude's front yard.
Just so many people flossing and grittying.
That's the salute.
I hate it.
That's the morning Pledge of Allegiance. You hit the gritty.
And all rise for the national anthem.
But this is one of the most important companies in video games of from all times, and this is kind of their midway point, the point where they are making really important and good things and creating something, but it's before they were, as we say, the god of this new earth.
Yeah, this is back when they were using their powers for good instead of evil.
But yeah, this game, you can see where Epic Games is going. You can see, especially at the look back, you go, Now, when these characters start dancing afterwards,
You can a little bit draw like a direct line between this and Fortnite.
Because also the Unreal Tournament that was canceled in 2014 was going to be a free-to-play game. And the alpha had come out before they canceled it, but it was free to play, and it was going to then have the kind of like the hubs that Fortnite is.
I'd be more into Fortnite if they just, let me fucking murder people. Not, oh, they just vanished. No, I want to fucking give someone.
You want some insta-gib, you want to insta-gib Peter Griffin with Optimus Prime.
Damn right.
And the banana costume guy.
Peely.
How
do you know that?
Because I read the Batman Fortnite comic.
Of course.
Have you seen
It's actually really good, anyway.
Completely different tangent on all of this, but have you seen the Keanu Reeves with the banana peel sliding that is the shadow motion?
I sent that twice.
Okay, well...
Did I send you that?
You sent me an MJazz.
Anyway, just completely off the rails here because that's where my mind has gone. Unreal Tournament 3 is fun.
It's very fun, yes.
Yes, it is very fun. There's not a lot to say on it. There is a single-player mode. The story is aliens invade, shit happens, and the gameplay is basically just multiplayer but with bots. It's still fun because it is still Unreal Tournament 3, but
because you choose a faction to take control of for the story and play through it. So
kind of reminds me of the way it sounds. It kind of reminds me of back when we played Twisted Metal. The way that story mode went.
The
kind of feels similar.
Yes.
You can play 5 playable factions in the one player. You have the Iron Guard, which is a team of mercenary humans. You have the Ronin, a band of 4 survivors of the Scourge. You have Leandri Studius, a series of advanced humanoid robots.
Gesundheit.
The Crawl, a warlike race of aliens formerly under the leadership of the Scourge. And the Necrease, warriors who have undergone the process of the same name. You could fill in the
Zambos?
Undeads, yeah.
Yeah,
Necrease.
Zambos.
So you have 5 factions you can play as and go through the story with them and go through how there and get different results from it. It is a very fighting game-esque type of thing.
It's almost like a fighting game arcade mode.
Yeah.
Except, like I said, I didn't play that much of it. What a shock. I'm the basic bitch. I went for the Iron Guild. So,
yeah.
Where the main character, again, was just Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah. It is, it said it had 3 editions released. The PlayStation 3 version, which, kept getting updated and patched and worked on, and trophies were added, and boy, they put a lot of effort into that one. You had the Xbox 360 version and the Windows version. So your basic 3s at the time. No, the Wii did not get an Unreal Tournament.
Aw, man. just for the Wii.
No.
What were the review scores like?
All great.
They were great.
PS3 is 86. The PC and 360 are 83.
And that's on Metacritic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think average score was like 7.
Eurogamer gave the PS3 a 9.
Well, damn.
And the PC an 8. GameSpot gave the PS3 and the PC an 8.5, the 360 an 8. GameZone gave the 360 an 8.5, and IGN gave the PC and the PS3 a 9, with the Xbox 360 being an 8.5. So
I'm so used to 7s.
Yeah,
I think if I were one of those people during this, I probably would have been on the lower end of this. I probably would give it a 7, honestly, maybe a 7.5, 7.5. I think it's more.
I think looking back, you can see a lot of it, but at the time,
that's due to modern sensibilities.
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
At the time, because again, Xbox Magazine gave the 360 version the 8.5 out of 10. PlayStation, the official magazine, gave it 5 out of 5, being like a shooter on the PlayStation.
Whoa. That's crazy.
That is going to have people playing like this.
Thank God, a first-person shooter on the PlayStation. We've never had that before. What about Killzone? What about Killzone?
Thomas is like, please.
Yeah, I say that as a joke, but in reality, I'm in agony.
Where's my kill zone?
You're getting Halo on PS. You're getting Halo on PlayStation. That's not the same thing.
When you give me the Halo crossover kill zone, Halo / kill zone.
Hey,
Yeah,
Zone.
yeah, Halo and like 48-point font / Killzone like 8. Where Master Chief kills all the main characters because that's what we want. I may be better from other crossovers.
Just maybe, but it's definitely at the time, and I think for what it was, this multiplayer, you're not getting it to sit down and play single player. You might enjoy it, but you're getting to log on to the PlayStation 3 online and play with 16-ish strangers or your buddies, because you can obviously create your own games and friends, and having fun for hours on end.
Mm-hmm.
And that is all it was really setting out to do. And you know what? It doesn't. But even despite that, it does have a very good local split screen multiplayer to play. Like, we had quite a bit of fun, even if it was only two controllers.
This doesn't shaft people.
Mhm.
I think
No.
that's the important thing.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times nowadays it's only online multiplayer. But this doesn't shaft people. This is, yes, you can play split screen if you want.
I mean, we certainly got shafted, but not on. But that was an us.
That
specific.
was us from the future reaching back and being like, "Come here, past. Come on. Oh,
Come here.
Okay.
Come on out.
All right.
Come on.
What year is it? 2024. Who's president? Well, that's a complicated question right now.
Oh no. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. This is. I don't want to say it's the best multiplayer experience we've had, but I do think it's one
It's
that
up
we're going to
there.
remember quite a bit.
It's a very fun.
I do think it's up there.
Instagib alone is just
Yeah.
something that like we'll I know Mason will remember for
Absolutely.
for plastering my brains on the side of a space station 3 seconds into a match.
Where's Sean? Over there, and up there.
Got a little bit of this on that and that and that.
Yeah, that's Unreal Tournament 3. And on this podcast, we ask 2 important questions of every game that we play. The first one is, how does it hold up?
It's fun.
Gameplay-wise, really well.
You have your qualms with the graphics.
I do have my qualms with the graphics, yeah.
But I think that's just going to be Mason's qualms with PlayStation graphics.
It's not even the graphics. I think the graphics are great. It's just it's more the I'm trying to figure out how to word this. It's more just the design style and the aesthetics and everything. That's what I have my qualms with.
But it still holds up. Even if you don't like the design holds up.
Huh? Does it? Breathe. Because it's Sunday today, and she doesn't come in.
And it happened on a Tuesday. And
Yeah.
the game holds up. It's fun as hell. You get the little bio rifle, which sucks dick, but then you shoot someone 5 times. It's like, oh, they're a skeleton.
Legitimately, the bio rifle might be my favorite just aesthetic kill you can have. Like, it's if you took the Needler from Halo but made it the acid from Aliens.
You made it gooey.
And you just shoot some goo all over people and they dissolve.
You're shooting
need a-
Slimer.
Nope.
You're just shooting
Don't
Slimer.
Choose your words.
Nope. Mason, you shoot your goo all over them and they dissolve.
I want to get that checked out.
Might need to get your goo checked out. Talk to your doctor.
Talk to your doctor if your goo fucking dissolves people. Jesus Christ.
It's just going to be a whole lot of xenomorphs. It's a line of xenomorphs at this doctor's office.
All right, so Mr. Wilson, how are you doing today? Yeah, I know you said that last week. All right, bend over.
I'm gonna need you to turn your head and cough.
I'm going to need you to extend your head out and cough.
I did not foresee. I should have.
When you buckle down like that.
I
What do you
did.
say?
Look. This is.
Those were your words.
I created this prison. It's okay. I built these walls, sat down,
You built
and
these
lived in it,
walls.
and then was like, "Oh no, I'm in these walls."
You built these walls out of goo.
Sean's life is a fucking Twilight Zone episode where he keeps making his own hell.
It's 2024. I'm still shooting the goo. It's 2028.
The second question that we ask on this podcast of every game that we play: would you like to see a remake or a reimagining in a modern setting?
I'm going to say no because I would honestly just take another Unreal Tournament game.
Mm-hmm. And considering that all the Unreal tournaments are kind of the same sort of system, and the stories are never really that important. Again, if they wanted to just to do this, that's fine. But just I would love another Unreal tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or do what they were going to do before they canceled it and released this again, but free to play.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they did initially.
Mm-hmm.
But they canceled it.
I wouldn't mind another Unreal Tournament anything,
Mhm.
but I wouldn't I don't think I'd gravitate towards.
I think, especially if it still had the ability to have local multiplayer with all the online, the ability to play, some split screen to hang out with your buds and shoot some goo. That would be exactly what everyone wants.
God damn it.
I didn't say anything.
I know you did. I wasn't looking at you. I'm just bitching at someone else like, that asshole who drove by me. And they said, why are you yelling at me?
What was I gonna? But yeah, if they just wanted to like throw this on Game Pass or something, like
Mhm.
I'd probably come back to it. Time, but it wouldn't be.
Honestly, kind of surprised it's not on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like that does actually a little bit surprise me.
It feels like a game.
I may have to double check.
Yeah,
it might be because there's a lot of stuff on there.
It feels like one that would be on that. But yeah, I would like an updated graphical, like modern PlayStation 5 graphic game that is this just Unreal Tournament. Like I would like Unreal Tournament 2025 or whatever they want them.
Yeah.
That would be really cool because I think this is a franchise that I don't think it's forgotten about because I still think people.
No, it's not.
I can hear my.
God damn.
He is peering around the door, just staring into my soul. My cat is like, it is food time. It's not even food time. You've got 10 minutes. Calm down.
Further. Anyways.
Unreal Tournament, the quickening.
But yes, I just think this is a franchise that while it maybe has disappeared a little in popularity because of other games that have come around and they haven't made one now in 17 years, it would be really nice if we had this franchise again.
God damn, that put it into perspective.
Yeah, it would be nice if this franchise came back because it is an iconic, really fun franchise that allows you to do crazy shooter things that you just don't get very often.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have plenty of hero shooters nowadays, but we don't really have one that has the movement of this game, that has the kind of boomer shooter movement.
Yeah.
That I know of, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play any of those, so I could very well be wrong.
We don't have one that's really big and popular. And again, this is from a franchise that is known, and if it came back, it would be popular.
Also not an M-rated one.
Yeah.
Like, not to sound like a fucking maniac, but like, give me the blood and gore. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, Epic, I understand kind of what Epic Games' whole thing is now. I get that.
I mean, even looking past Epic Games, I'm talking about shit like Overwatch or
Mhm.
Valorant or whatever the hell. None of them are really M-rated. I'm like, you can just... I mean, Call of Duty, I guess, but... Yeah.
Some of that is how much of that gets on, because of esports and wanting it to be televised on actual sports things that I wonder if that plays somewhat
Well, then
into
you
those
can have
things.
like a tournament censor mode.
That's
type
true.
thing.
You could have. There are things you could do for
To
it,
get
but I do
around
wonder
it,
if that goes into mine
Yeah.
because that is a way that is a huge monetary thing, and so
That's
definitely thinking
Just-
about it.
Just do like China does, turn the blood white, and then you're all fighting in the goo.
No.
All right, that's Unreal Tournament 3, guys. What do you guys think? Have you played it? Have you shot your friends with goo? Let us know. Send us.
Do not let us
Don't
know
let us
that.
know that.
Do not let
Do
us.
not. I don't need the story of your back shots. We have a Patreon if you want to hear more of this bullshit. Patreon.com/whatthebleepscoo. No, it's just patreon.com/whatthebleep.
Email us bleepyouplayed@gmail.com. Thank you all. We are starting season 4 here, and this is pretty awesome that we've gotten this far. And if you listened through this,
I'm sorry.
we love you, and we'll be
Season
back.
4, now with even more goo.
Goddamn.
We'll be back with something distinctly goo-less next time. Hang out with your buds and shoot some goo.